Yo, what up, Weirdo Nation? It's your boy, Patty Dubstep. Yo, so check it. YouTube recently dropped their YouTube 2017 YouTube Rewind YouTube video, and it looks freaking lit, okay? So we're going to be checking that out here today. Yo, though, but before we experience what I'm sure is going to be pure nirvana, hashtag smells like dang spirit, I just want to let you guys know, it's very important that during these holiday seasonings, whether you're with friends, family, you're at home or away, like at the grocery store, or in a taxi cab, or maybe you're taking a dump, huh? Yeah, maybe you're taking a steamy dump right now. Which is very important to remember. That you gotta smash that mother flipping like button. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's get this video to 1.5 trillion likes. If anybody can do it, it's a Weirdo Nation. Alright, now let's freaking get out of swag, YOLO, that boy, and boom! And boy!
9 hours. That's how long young people spend every day consuming online content.
Hey, what the hell is this? That's not Janky Polly's, huh?
Social media is where debates take place, and where ideas about history, politics, economics, and more are shaped.
Who is educating the next generation?
Alright, let's skip whatever the heck this is and get to the good stuff, huh?
Future, our values deserve the best defense out there.
And PragerU is building it.
Come on, YouTube.
We've built a team.
I ain't trying to play games with you. Come on.
250 million views last year? Why not a billion?
YouTube, hey, YouTube, skip the ad, huh? Come on, skip.
Innovative thinking pushed PragerU to develop.
Are you more valuable than a dog?
Whoa, hey, no, I don't want more of this.
Does that matter?
I recently discovered something startling about myself.
I want to tell you about
It turns out that I'm a racist.
Skip the ad.
This quite a shock to me. Promise to teach me how did this happen? Sup, fam?
I'm Dennis Prager.
Hey, Ma! Ma, call YouTube. Something ain't right. Ah!
Oh my god, Patrick! What the fuck?
Man, what a fun skit that was, huh? On this very special Christmas episode, when I say Christmas, like I don't have any Christmas bits written. This video's not about anything related to Christmas. I figured I got the tree, and then I'm wearing my Christmas sweater, so Merry Christmas. Anyways, on this very special edition of Weird Reviews, we're going to be reviewing PragerU. Now, PragerU stands for Prager University. I'm assuming the geniuses over at PragerU just got tired of trying to spell the word university, and they figured, you know what? Fuck it, sounds urban this way anyways. I'm sure you've seen an advertisement for PragerU at some point in your life while surfing the World Wide Webs. If you haven't, then I'm assuming you're probably like a blind horse. Therefore, unable to see the advertisement, because you can't type on a keyboard. You got hooves, you just break it to pieces. Come on. Well, and then you're blind. Therefore, you actually literally cannot see the advertisement. And then on top of all that, you're also a horse. And horses lack the proper intelligence to use a computer. At least that's the case at the time of recording this video. I don't know if that changes in the future. That's a world I hope to live in one day, where our blind horse brethren can surf the interwebs with us. And if you want to live in that world too, make a donation to Blind Horse Lives Matter. You can send me your credit card information and your social, and then for security purposes, make sure to include about 3 to 5 pictures of your butthole. So I'll wait right here while you go do that. You got until the fidget spinner stops spinning. A lot longer than I thought it would. Hey, what's that? It stopped. Okay, let's move on. What exactly is PragerU? Fantastic question. You see, I initially had written a fun little monologue with some witty jabs, fun puns, and great goofs, but I figured, you know what, why not just let them explain for themselves? Here's a message from Dennis Prager, the founder of Prager University, and the rest of the bunch over there. Take it away, guys.
Can you change a person's mind in 5 minutes? My mind was changed in my life in under 5 minutes.
5 minutes? You're gonna change somebody's mind in 5 minutes? Come on. You need 4 years. You need to spend $200,000 for tuition. You need to spend another $100,000 for books and dorm rooms and parties.
And pencils, and an eraser, and Sharpies, a bicycle, binders, dog food, books, car, marshmallows for your hot chocolate when it's cold outside, dog food again.
The biggest portion of our audience is just young people. Our main demographic is young people. 80 million people have seen a PragerU video. 45 million of those people are under the age of 34.
We have so many young people. I love young people. I like to have young people parties in my basement, naked. I like them real young. I like babies. I like to have naked baby parties, in my basement.
A Princeton student said to me very simply, I just want you to know, Dennis, that I learned more at Prager University than at Princeton.
No, they didn't. You just made that up. If they really said that, why wouldn't you have them do a testimonial for you? You're like that kid from junior high who swears he has a really hot girlfriend. She just goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her.
Can PragerU change minds? That's what we do. That's like asking, can an airplane fly?
No, it's not. I can walk outside and see an airplane flying like right now. I'm 2 minutes into this video and I have no idea what the fuck PragerU is.
There's no question 5 minutes is enough.
There are so many questions. I have more questions about PragerU now than I did whenever I first went into this video.
PragerU videos have changed my mind.
About what?
1 in 4 Americans have seen a PragerU video, but that means 3 out of 4 have not.
Quick math.
If we had more funding for marketing, we would be able to reach every single person in America and around the globe.
Oh, okay. This is like a political pyramid scheme. They want our money. So we get, okay, I get it, yeah.
Do you see how disruptive this is? Can you conceive of how powerful this is?
Ugh, this dude's about 2 more egotistical strokes away from blowing a load of baby boomers in his pants.
I have 2 little kids.
Keep him away from that guy. Huh. Probably for the best.
I have 3 little daughters. And I do not want them growing up in a world where they're indoctrinated by leftism everywhere they go.
So it's a conservative cult.
Honestly, I'm not really sure how conservative students can get through college without PragerU.
Well, let me tell you what our absolute goal is, and that is to make people's lives better.
Is this one of the most important projects I've ever done? That's an understatement. I'll leave it at that.
That's it? Don't leave it at that. All that video told me was that I need to donate money to what I think is some sort of extremely conservative cult, that they are bravely fighting the evil left-wing propaganda that's been brainwashing us for years, and that they're going to change my mind about something I don't know. The only thing they've changed my mind on is what the dumbest fucking video I've seen all week is. It was this.
How big is your spitball?
Now it's this. Now it's this one. Alright, well, since we learned essentially nothing from that, I can't really make up my mind on them or give them a grade yet. Was that what I was gonna do? Was I gonna grade them? What was the point of this video? I don't know. Let's go check out their website, see if we can get some answers there. Tippity type. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Hollywood wants your money and your mind. Shit, they do? I don't want that.
Imagine a group of activists so powerful that they could beam their propaganda directly into your brain.
Whoa, hold on there, cowboy. I don't want them beaming thoughts into my brain. Let's take care of that first. Really should have opened this before I did this bit. Alright. Try to see Hollywood beam shit into my brain now.
Now also imagine that they're so sophisticated, they actually get you to pay them to do it. Unfortunately, you don't have to imagine it. It's real. It's Hollywood. And just as Americans didn't think much about the carcinogens in the cigarettes they smoked for decades, most Americans don't think much about the toxic politics in the television they watch.
Okay, wait, hold on. Are you actually comparing the danger of cigarettes to something I'm sure isn't actually toxic in any way whatsoever, just disagrees with your extremely biased political beliefs? Okay, yeah. Bold move, Shakira. Let's see how that plays out.
Hollywood writers, producers, directors, actors create characters we keep wanting to spend time with.
Yeah, dude, that's how TV works. If The Big Bang Theory, the best show in human existence, was just about a bunch of scientists spewing liberal bullshit about stars exploding, nobody would watch it. I'm starting to think Shapiro was full of it. I don't think they're actually beaming any waves into my head. How dare you make a fool of me, Shapiro?
For decades, Hollywood promoted traditional American values.
What a fantastic period in American history. The Dick Van Dyke Show was on the air. We're in a never-ending war with Vietnam. Young black children would be yelled at for going to school. The U.S. president was assassinated. But hey, at least the Dick Van Dyke Show was on the air. You want to talk about American values? The show is literally called Dick Van Dyke.
That changed, as did so much else in the late 1960s and 70s, when Hollywood stopped celebrating American values and started transforming them. Vice President Joe Biden was right when he said that Will and Grace had a major impact on how Americans think about same-sex marriage. Few supported the idea of men marrying men or women marrying women, but seeing the charming and funny Will Truman live his life week after week paved the way for a much wider acceptance of same-sex marriage.
Wait, you mean to tell me that once these people saw that they had been falsely vilifying these groups in their mind, and then they realized that they're just regular people trying to live their fucking lives, so that's some sort of liberal propaganda brainwashing the masses? This isn't a left or right issue. This isn't even a political issue. This is a human rights issue. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, you fucking dead-eyed sentient cesspool of chicken tindies and cum tributes. I'm sorry, Ben. Didn't mean it. You can't talk shit about Will and Grace like that and not expect a reaction.
Teenage boys spend 8 hours per day in front of screens, much of it consuming Hollywood propaganda.
Young boys spend 8 hours a day consuming Hollywood propaganda. Meanwhile, I spend 8 hours a day consuming the souls of young boys.
I'm Ben Shapiro.
And as soon as I've harvested enough souls, I'll emerge from this mortal body to conquer all 7 planes of existence. Wait, hold on. Focus, Patrick! This pitch black beauty sucked me in like a crowning butthole sucking in a turd if you watch somebody poo in reverse. This video isn't about just Shapiro, it's about PragerU as an organization. I gotta move on. Let's see. Well, PragerU is suing YouTube. Well, that sure sounds like a convenient way to segue out of this bit I got myself stuck into. Let's go check that out. PragerU takes legal action against Google and YouTube. Recently, PragerU filed a lawsuit against video giant YouTube for its systematic censorship of their videos. YouTube has chosen repeatedly to restrict over 30 PragerU videos for violating their community guidelines. Those guidelines are meant to protect users against viewing sexual, violent, or graphic content. If you've seen any PragerU videos, you know that they contain nothing even remotely close to any of those categories. Think about the millions of actually inappropriate videos on YouTube, and then ask yourself, why is our content restricted? Unfortunately, the answer is all too obvious. YouTube has restricted PragerU videos for one reason only: ideological discrimination. Look, PragerU, I get it. I get that you like young kids. I get that you want to attract young kids so this guy can tickle their buttholes in his basement when Ben Shapiro eats their souls, but come on now. You're gonna tell me that videos like are 1 in 5 women raped at college, the most important question about abortion, and he wants you, really appropriate for all ages? I mean, I just accused somebody's father of molesting children, but at least I'm not pretending to be a fucking Saturday morning cartoon. But hey, I digress. Luckily, PragerU was kind enough to put together this playlist of all their videos that YouTube has age restricted. So I figured, you know what, why don't we just delve into it so we can see ourselves if they're really just another casualty in YouTube's reign of terror, or if they're just overreacting because they care about nothing more than making fat stacks so they can continue to fund this guy's tickle parties below Comet Ping Pong. Ah, this one sounds good. Why America Must Lead. I feel like I can probably learn something from this.
The world is on fire.
How about yours?
The Middle East is being torn up by war and terrorism that have forced millions of people to flee.
Alright, I can't understand a word coming out of this guy's peanut butter filled mouth, so I'm gonna go ahead and grade this one an F for fuck, Ma! Give me some peanut butter! Next!
The death penalty for murder.
Is the death penalty ever moral? See, this video has me torn like a young person's anus at one of this guy's basement parties. In this lesson, I'm using that term very loosely, Dennis Prager argues that the death penalty is appropriate in certain situations, which I actually agree with. He specifically references the infamous Cheshire, Connecticut murders, in which 2 men broke into a family's home, beat the father to the brink of death, they murdered and raped the wife, they sexually assaulted one of the 2 daughters, who was only 11 years old, then they tied the 2 daughters to their beds, doused them in gasoline, and then lit the house on fire with the daughters still inside. The father was the only survivor of the incident. So do I believe that those 2 people deserve the death penalty? You're fucking right, I do. But this video is not about if I think that these people deserve to be put to death. It's about, is this shit appropriate for kiddos? I'm gonna give this one a no way, Josue. But let me explain. Look at this haunting image of Dennis Prager's face. It's slowly zooming in while he has black flames dancing behind him. This looks like something you'd see at a log ride in Willy Wonka's factory. Between the incredibly dark animations and the subject matter, you expect me to believe that this video is PG? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix was PG-13. Get the fuck out of here, Dennis. I'm gonna give this one a D. But damn, Dennis, this shit ain't inappropriate for kids. Next!
Have you ever heard the old saying that a conservative is just a liberal who got mugged? Well, I got mugged to the tune of $60,000 a year.
Sounds like you need to move to a new neighborhood.
It's called tuition. Like everyone.
It's called tuition! Solid bit, guys, solid bit.
I couldn't deal with it. The PC culture, the mono thinking, the weirdness. I needed some way to cope. So I got high almost every day. And people want to raise taxes to pay for free college for everyone? Are you kidding me? I didn't learn about taxes either, other than that the rich should pay their fair share. It was only after college, when I was lucky enough to get my first job, that I discovered the truth. The government takes away a lot of your money. Frankly, it's shocking. And that's not even counting the mandatory $400 a month deduction for my student loans. I'll probably have that albatross around my neck for the rest of my life.
So you're mad that you're paying for school, but you're mad at people who don't want to pay for school. But then you're also mad at that school for providing lectures that you didn't like. So then that's why you started smoking pot. Jay, you kind of sound like you're just blaming all your problems on everybody else except for yourself.
A past version of myself would call this desire to keep what I earn selfish. The current, cheerfully realistic version of me knows this. I can spend my money much better than the politically correct stoners who are running the government can. So I guess, in a roundabout way, I did get something of value out of my expensive liberal arts education after all.
Great, then you can stop bitching about it. I'm gonna give this lesson a 2, because you got 2 boy names. You burnt. Next! He wants you. Yeah, that sounds like something a 5-year-old would watch. Let's check that out.
The London newspaper, the Daily Mail, listed the top 10 problems experienced by couples on vacation together. And topping the list was the man looking at other women in bikinis on the beach.
Ugh, why is he breathing in so deep like that? No one does that. Is all the blood flowing to his boner sucking the oxygen out of the rest of his body? Is that how biology works? No, seriously, I don't know. I went to PragerU University.
The power of the visual to excite men has no analog in women. It takes massive willpower, in fact, for a heterosexual man not to look at bikini-clad women.
Yeah, bitch, it's not my fault I'm ogling your aunt. I mean, look at those tits. Now get the kids in here. They can come learn something.
There's another thing women need to know. Within seconds of her disappearing from view, he has no memory of any of these women. When in sight, they can take over his male mind. But out of sight, they are out of mind. It's as if they never existed.
See? We're just stupid. We have no idea what the fuck is going on. Hey, kids, make sure to write this down. This is educational. Oh, hey, did it just get a lot brighter? Oh, that's weird how that happened. No idea how that happened. Now look, I could go through every video on PragerU. Actually, I did. I went through every video. Process of making this, they just passed 1 billion total views on their website. They're very happy about it. But I'm like 1,000,000,000% positive I'm actually responsible for a 4th of those. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to send me a check or what. We'll work it out later. We'll work out those details. My point is, PragerU is a lot like made-for-TV movies. Once you've seen a handful of them, you've seen them all. They all follow this identical path. They start with introducing somebody who seems insightful on a topic because they're somebody that looks like they would regularly be a mascot for somebody on the leftists, yet they're arguing for conservatism and PragerU. It's fun for these people. They get excited. They're like, you're one of us? Dope. Such as Jay Stevens, a young black female woman who is arguing against the stereotypes of, your typical millennial. Then they make sure to continuously remind you that the leftists have been controlling the media, universities, high schools, junior highs, etc., for years and years, and they've been brainwashing everybody. Afterwards, they victimized conservatives, which I'm putting in quotes because I don't consider the likes of Dennis Prager, Steven Crowder, or Charlie Kirk as your average conservative. These people are like if you took a regular conservative and then you just throw them through a teleporter, but the teleportation device wasn't really worked out, and then they come out a terrible, deformed, warped creature. And while they're trying to make these leftists evil, they rarely actually ever reference what makes them evil or what makes them wrong. And if they do, it's never an actual evil trait, it's a difference of opinion. However, with all that being said, there are actually a couple videos I saw on PragerU that I really enjoyed. Mike Rowe has a video, which I really appreciated because it explains how people are going to have to sometimes deal with the unideal situations that life can throw at you. I think it's very smart, and it's something that a lot of people need to hear. I also enjoyed the video about America's role in the Korean War. It's extremely unbiased and just very insightful. It's also one of the videos that YouTube age restricted. I'm not really sure why. I'm gonna go ahead and give them an A on those two. But these diamonds in the rough are buried beneath so many warped conservators that by the time you find them, you're already patching swastikas into your new leather vest and trying to figure out how to pay off the $5,000 of debt you have on all your credit cards because you maxed them out donating to PragerU. I'm giving this site a B for butt chug, because I'm gonna go butt chug a bottle of tequila so I can try to forget everything I've seen on the site today. Hey PragerU, go Prager fuck yourself.
I don't care what your mama says, Christmas time is near.
What do I want for Christmas? I want you to share this. I want 1 billion views on this. That way I can tell PragerU, you got 1 billion on 500 videos? Well, I got 1 billion on one. That's about how fucking stupid you are. Eat my ass, PragerU.